What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 in Kappa mode. So guys, I was just kind of flying around the world, preparing to start an episode, just kind of circling around my island as I do, just loading up all the chunks around and making sure everything is in order before I decided to start recording. And then I saw a bunny. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go kill that bunny. And then I saw the name tag, the killer bunny. What the heck? I know that was like an Easter egg they added into vanilla Minecraft a while ago. I don't know how this guy even spawned. Is that just a rare chance for like a regular bunny to turn into a killer bunny in this mod pack? Or did this thing spawn on like a dark spot and this is like a hostile mob? Well, obviously it's hostile, but I don't know if that's how it spawned. I almost want to capture it now so we can spawn in multiple. I don't know if this thing has unique drops or anything. I guess we could find out. Let's get a, what do you call it? The RF tools thing, the Pokeball. It's not RF tools. Mob imprisonment thing. This. Yeah. Oh, this has EMC. We should EMC this. Let's grab this thing. And let's actually learn the mob imprisonment tool so I can make more of them. Just want to learn it. We don't want to throw this thing in here. Oh, maybe I already learned it. Okay, so Mob Rabbit Health 3.0. Okay, so it doesn't have much health. Well, I'm going to try and figure out a way to spawn this thing in. I think we have the Mob Duplicator somewhere. Let me find that. All right, so we have the Mob Duplicator here. And the first thing I want to see is we have the exact copy and disable exact copy. So let's do with it enable exact copy. I think that means we're not doing exact copy. So we'll put that in here and we just get ourselves regular bunnies. Okay, let's get rid of the regular bunnies then. Oh, what did I get there? A rabbit trophy. Cool. All right, so we have that. And then we'll spawn in doing exact copy. We'll put this back here and... oh yeah, we're getting killer bunnies. Oh, those are not the white ones though. They are different colors. And are they aggressive? They don't appear to be aggressive. Interesting. So they have the same name, but they are a different color. They don't have the red eyes, and they don't appear aggressive. Okay. But they are saying that they were slain by me. Huh. I wonder if I spawn in enough of those, if we'll get one that actually is the regular killer bunny, or if they're all like that. So after cleaning up all of the bunnies and all the mess down there, we ended up with a rabbit trophy. We did get a rabbit soul, and then we still have the original killer bunny in that mob imprisonment tool. Okay, so we wanted to look at, where are we at? Yeah, we wanted to look at making the matter receiver, the matter transmitter, and the dialing device. That's where we ended up, or where we ended off last episode, the dialing device. We have a lot of the stuff ready to go for this, but we need to make this quite a bit crystal, which did require white gem wafers. Yeah, so in order to get those, we need white gems, and those are from tier 7 planets, which is Uranus. So I guess that's where we're going to be heading off to. Oh, wrong thing. This one. Well, let's see. Do I have that on here already? I do. All right, so we can do this, and then let's also take a look at this. All right, so I think we want to do configuration, new filter, or dictionary, or white gem. Is that what it's called? It is. Perfect. Okay, so we'll save that, and then we should be good to go. As soon as we go there, we can just set this thing down somewhere and then mine those up. So we'll grab that. We need power for it, which is here, and then we also need an angel block because it's safer just to do it up in the air instead of on the land where all the mobs are. I think we're good to go. Let's head off. All right, so we will just fly up, turn off F7. Yeah, I came through here and I marked off all of the places for the advanced dislocator. And some of these planets, like when I came here, there were creepers and stuff spawning right next to me. It was a little scary. Charge creeper over there. All right, well, anyway, we're way up here in the sky. We should be safe enough to like place some stuff down and do what we need to do. So we'll place that here and then we'll click start. And there we go. There is the white crystals that we're looking for. In fact, we can probably just stop it right here since it looked like those had EMC. The ore doesn't, but like the gems you get out of the ore does. So that's pretty much all we need. All right, stop falling. We're gonna come over here. That cool. Actually, oop. I want to make sure that's a selected one. So if when I right click on this thing in the future, I don't go to Uranus. All right, so we'll place those back in there. Very good. And then these, I can't remember. Do you just fortune them or do you smelt them? Smelt them turns them into the ingot. Actually, is that the right thing? This is ore crystal. This might not be the right thing. We were looking for, let me go back here. White gem ore. This is ore white gem. Is that what I was searching for? Now I can't remember. Let's go back into this real quick. I might have done the wrong one. Scroll all the way down. No, that's ore white gem. So I guess we got the crystal ore, which I should probably remove and then do that again for the white gem. Yeah, crystal ore. Let's get rid of this. I think that's what confused me. They look pretty much the same. Okay, let me go back and do that again. Back now with the correct ore, and it looks like you can smelt those. It looks like smelting it gives you 1, so we should get 2 for doing that. I need this guy, so white gem. Yeah, we have 2 of these now. And then we can take those and EMC them. There we go. So now we never have to worry about those ever again. Cool. So we have a bunch of white gems. Actually, the item that we needed with the white gems, did those have EMC? These don't. So we're going to want a decent amount of these in the system so we can craft up more. So let's just go ahead. Well, that is what, 2 stacks, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, 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 that many. I think that's going to be way more than enough, but I think that'll be just fine. So we'll put all of those away. Cool. So now that we have that done, let's bookmark this so I don't have to keep going back and forth on that thing forever. We're going to need this recipe, the Circuit Fabricator recipe set up. So that should be an easy thing for us to do. I think this is the silicon that we're using, right? Let's do silicon. No, we're doing the extra planets. No, we have this on AutoCraft. Go ahead and do that so we know which one for sure that we are using, and then we'll make a recipe for that. So that is a processing pattern, and then we will do, which one was it? Was it this one, the Ender IO? I can't remember. No, is it AE2? So we'll clear those. We'll put these in there. All right, so white gem, redstone repeater, and this silicon will make 3 of those. And that goes into, what's the name of the machine? The Circuit Fabricator. So in here, Circuit Fabricator right there. Cool. So with that, we should be able to do white gem wafers. I'm going to go ahead and tell the system to craft one of those. And let's just make sure this all works. And I believe that machine is just right back over here. One of these. So there's the repeater, the redstone, the white gem, and then, yeah, let's put the silicon in there. So there's the white gems, and it got extracted. Recipe complete. That was an easy auto craft. Okay, so now that we have that available, we can turn that into these. Ender crystal. Do we have those? Ender crystal. We do. I'm not sure what's dropping those, but that makes this a lot easier. So I'm going to learn these since that seems like they're a little expensive to craft manually. Cool, so we have those learned, and then we want to turn it into these, which requires a redstone we don't have a redstone transmission coil on AutoCraft. Interesting. All right, well, that's easy enough. So 2 red alloy. There we go. Do this. There's that guy. Suppose we should just learn that as well. All right, and then we should be able to do that, and now we can learn this and make stacks on stacks on stacks. I don't know if we need anywhere near that much, but we now have that available, which is awesome. Okay, so now that we have that done, I think we should be ready to go to make this dialing device. Matter transmitters are easy, matter receivers are easy. We really only need the transmitter since we can use our Draconic Evolution Advanced Dislocator to warp back. We don't need to receive it, but I think for a quest, we need to do that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this going here, and we'll be right back. Cool. So we have the dialing device, the matter transmitter, and the matter receiver all crafted up. I did infuse both the matter transmitter and the dialing device. Infusing the dialing device reduces power consumption, and the transmitter increases teleportation speed and reduces power consumption. But like, that's not really that important. I'm just infusing it because we can. The matter receiver I didn't bother with. Like I said, we could just use our advanced dislocator to go back and forth. So that's all I really care about. We're never going to use this thing, so I'm just going to put that up for now. But we did get quest completes for them, so it's not like completely wasted. All right, so we had a conduit facade already here with an energy conduit underneath it, ready to go. So then we're just going to do this. I'm going to grab another energy conduit. I think we're just using these. It doesn't really matter. And then we need a facade. We have one in here already. Perfect. So I'll grab that. And then I'll grab this. We'll do that. We'll place this here. Cool. So now that's gaining power. We'll just call this base. I think that's all you gotta do, right? So now that'll show up here, base, and then the dimension that we made last episode, the random dimension that's being powered right here, ID 16. Yeah, that shows. So really all we have to do at this point is say we want to go from this place to here and then say dial. But before we do that, I want to make sure everything else is buttoned up here real quick. So let's grab some white concrete that I have. Close that off. Close that off. All right, a little bit better looking. It's a little cramped back here. I'm not really a huge fan of this. This would probably be better in a different location, but for now, at least, we're going to do it here anyway. So I think we should be good to go. Now, before we head off to a random RF Tools dimension, there is an item that I always grab. This guy right here, the phased field generator. So these dimensions have to be powered, right? That's the stipulation with making your own world, is you constantly have to provide with RF, and depending on what stuff you put in there, the price increases. So this phased field generator will keep you alive if you go into a dimension that's like potentially losing power. Yeah, if you go into a dimension that has lost power, you just instantly die. It doesn't matter if you're wearing armor or not, you're just dead. So this is a very cheap item to keep on you. And since we can do that, we're going to do it. So we want an eye vendor. Grab this guy. There it is. Easy. And that should just charge up because we have power on us. I don't think it has to stay on your hotbar. It just has to stay on your person. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so that'll just be another little safety mechanism for us. And with that, I feel comfortable and confident enough that we can dial this dimension. We'll just say dial once. Quest complete, powerless dimension shield generator. Man, we're getting all the quests. Let's take a look at this real quick. So that's down here on the Sigma. Yeah, so we did the dimension builder, the matter receiver, matter transmitter, dimension inscriber. We did both of these last episode, the dialing device, and now the dimension shield generator. So that's all of the quests for the RF tools section, or I guess the Sigma quest line. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't realize we did all that. So now that section is complete. So if we go down here, Sigma has a little green check mark. Very cool. All right, so we got 30 RAK for that. Well, let's go check out this dimension and see what's in store for us. This was just completely random. Looks like void. Things are lagging while the world is generating. We see horses. It is nighttime. I don't know if it's perpetually nighttime. I don't see a moon or a sun, so I'm going to assume it's always nighttime here. Sunflowers and stuff. All right, well, the very first thing we want to do, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I like putting a waypoint here just at least to get my bearings so I know how far out I've gone. So we'll just say entrance. Since this isn't an exit, this is just where we warp to, right? Or I guess I could call it start for simplicity's sake. So it's like little mini biomes on islands. Yeah, so dark or roofed forest. Over here is like a plains or something. So really the whole idea, what is that? Oh, those are chance cubes. Yeah, no thanks. Really the whole idea with us making the random dimension was to fly around and find the structures from RF tools. Ooh, hey, look at this. This is a biome that could have helped us out earlier. This is the Darklands biome. This is where Oh man, this would have helped us out so long ago, but unfortunately that was locked out because Kappa mode. Yeah, it's, the Abyssal Craft mobs there, the shadow monsters, these. Yeah, the shadow gems. Yeah, that would have helped us out way long ago had we had access to that, but we never did. Anyway, some dark stone looks like. Easter cow. What the heck? What? What do these drop? They drop eggs? They do drop eggs. That is so weird. Okay. I didn't expect that. That's pretty funny. Oh, maybe that's why the killer bunny showed up, because of Easter. Maybe whatever mod puts in the Easter cow is put in the killer bunny too. That's a possibility. Okay, that makes a little more sense now. But anyway, yeah, I was hoping to find some of the RF tool structures over here or around in this dimension that has the dimlets already pre-made. Yeah, that's how we're going to get a whole lot of dimlets at the start. What is this block? Darkstone. Oh, this is still Abyssal Craft. Okay. Well, oh, it looks like it is becoming daytime with a red sun. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm going to fly around here, see if I can find one of those buildings. Oh, there's one right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This isn't an ideal world. You'd want to find something that's more not void as opposed to being void to find these. But yeah, we want to find these dimlets here. So stone brick. What were these? Chisel stone, stone brick, and dig speed. Not real great. And then we also have over here in this chest, body large sun, cobblestone layers. Interesting. Patron, dimlet parcel, and other pieces to make more dimlets. All right, well, I might end up making a new random dimension. Yeah, this one isn't ideal. I'll fly around a little bit more, see if I can find some stuff here. But anyway, we'll be back. All right, so this is a few hours later. The dimension that we were going around and checking out, dimension 16 here, this randomly generated one. Yeah, I came across an island that was desert. And as I approached it, things started getting a little laggy, and then they got laggier, and then eventually it was like one frame every 10 to 15 seconds. I'm not sure if sand was falling or what was going on there, but anyway, it crashed the server, my local Minecraft server. I tried loading it back up. I was flying midair, I was hovering, and I loaded it back up, and then like it loaded, and then I could see myself slightly falling, but I couldn't interact with the game at all. Anyway, long story short, like it pretty much was broken at that point. So I moved my player character back to the overworld. I got out of that dimension, a little cheaty behind the scenes, but you know, otherwise it was just going to take so long for me to fall out of the world or wait for the things to clear up. Anyway, so we're going to scrap this dimension. Like we saw, it wasn't that great to begin with, and we're just going to go ahead, unpower it, let that all power down. Now, here's the deal. If I were to make a new dimension, just completely empty dimension like this, throw it in here and say store, it'll take me to this dimension because there is nothing else in here. We have no dimlets, no modifiers, anything like that. So it's like, okay, completely empty dimension tab, that maps to here. We don't want to do that. We want something new. So I'm going to put in this digit dimlet 0. Digit dimlet 0, well, I guess any of these. If you just craft that, you get this dimlet. And then I think you can put those in your inventory. Yeah, and they just craft to the next one. So if the next world we make with this key 0 is bad, then we just make another one of these, put it to 1, and then we can do 2 and 3 and 4, etc., etc., etc. And that's how you make your new random worlds. So let's put the 0 in here, and then we will store it as random 0. There it is. Okay, so the creation cost is 1,000 RF per tick. Maintenance is 10 RF per tick. Very similar to this one, but this should be a completely different dimension ID. So we'll throw that in here. We'll let it do its thing, which is pretty quick, actually. And yeah, so this is now dimension ID 17. It is filling up. It costs 26 RF per tick. It's different than the 10 RF per tick because it's probably got some features in there that cost a little bit more. But I think we should be good to go in here. It is powering up, even though this is empty. think we should be fine. We'll just go ahead and head off. So we will do base to random 0, dial once. Let's go. Okay, so we have some kind of a structure above us. Again, we'll put a waypoint here. New, I guess we'll just call it start. It's easier to type. All right, so at this point, what's going on? Oh, weird. So there's like water that's floating? No, this, okay, so this is like an upside down world. This is RF Tools Dimension Water. Weird. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this before, so I wonder what is up above this. Do I have some way to mine straight up? Not really. I guess we could excavate 1 by 2, and then do I have an axe on me? I do, so we could do this and mine straight up, and hopefully we'll get through some of this wood. Okay, how far did we go, and where did we go to? So I see stone up there. I see coal ore is what that looks like. So let's mine this. Okay, keep going. And we're at the top of the world. Okay, so up here we're at Y128. Man, this is a interesting dimension. I've never seen this before. So we're at Y128. Next stop is to find the different buildings that we're looking for, and this should make it real easy. Now, I'm noticing it is nighttime, or at least the sky looks like it's nighttime, and there's no mobs here, so this could be really, really good for us. Now, I am hoping that we will see the RF tool structures on the surface, and we do. This is perfect. This is what we are looking for. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go through this dimension and find the different dimlets that we're looking for. Mushroom Island Shore, Savannah, Granite. I mean, not real good stuff, but stuff. Weakness, Purple Clouds, Dimlet Mountains. Okay. You know, I'm just going to take all these and we'll just throw it into our ME system. So I spent some time there collecting dimlets, and if we look at dimlet, you can see that we have quite a few different dimlets in here. Now, some of the interesting ones, if we search for feature, we can see that we can do ravines or volcanoes, lakes, shallow ocean, huge liquid orbs. This might be useful later on. Orbs, scattered orbs, mazes. No features at all if we want that. Again, ravines, why is that different? I don't know what. Or did I not? Okay, I guess I was hovering over the wrong one. So feature dimlet clean, I don't know what that means. Pyramids, yep, tendrils, origin. So lots of cool little things that we can do. So some of the dimlets that we're gonna use are actually craftable ones. I had forgotten about this, but yes, like this controller dimlet single, this is craftable. The recipe's pretty inexpensive, redstone comparator. And then some of these dimensional shards, which we already had. Our block of emerald that we're going to use is going to modify the terrain dimlet flat. And if we look at the uses for this, or I guess the recipe for that, again, it's the same kind of a thing, craftable, fairly inexpensive. So these are what we're going to put into our emerald dimension, our EMC farming dimension is what we're going to do. So we place that in here and it says warning, too few biomes specified for single. Oh yeah, we do have to specify a biome, don't we? Can we do Mushroom Island? We did get that one, Mushroom Island Shore. Let's just do Mushroom Island. So we're going to say this is Mushroom Island. So no mobs will spawn, which will be fine. Block of emerald. And that's going to warn us that we're not modifying anything. We're going to modify this terrain. And now it says that it's okay. So we're going to do... Wait, do I have to put this before? No, it doesn't really say. So I guess these go in any order, but this has to go before the thing that I want to change. So we want to change the terrain dimlet flat. So we're going to change this to emerald biome. We're going to see how this works. And this is probably going to be pretty expensive. So the creation cost is 401,000 RF per tick. And it's going to cost us 100,000 RF per tick to maintain it. It's a little expensive. In fact, that's more expensive than what we can afford right now, I do believe. Yeah, our Spectre coils that we have that are powering everything can only do 20,000 RF per tick. That is definitely not enough RF per tick to power a dimension that requires 100,000 RF per tick. So what are our options here? we can move the dimension builder downstairs, right? We could stick it over here and put it right up against this. And I do believe, are we making that much power out of this actually? Do we even have enough for 100,000 RF per tick? Maybe not. I know these guys over here were producing stupid amounts of power, right? Maybe we could use the power being generated off one of these in order to operate that. You know what? Let's give this a go. I'm going to take this and we're going to put this over here. Does that power this? I'm not sure if it's powering it or not. So what fuels do we have? I know we got a bunch of these LEU 235s. We have so many of these. Let's just grab like a full stack of those. We'll throw them in here. And it doesn't... Is that getting powered? That is getting powered. So this is making 2,160,000 RF. So that should be 2.1 million RF per tick, I believe is what that says, right? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Let's go ahead and give that a go and see if we can put our dimension builder on top of that and if we can extract that power. Now, I do think the dimension builder is potentially restricted on the amount of power it can receive per side, so we might have to distribute that power using some of the cryo-stabilized flux ducts. And if that's the case, no big deal. I think we have those, right? Cryo... Oh, maybe we don't. These have EMC, right? Cryo-stabilized. They don't have EMC. The empty ones do. Cryo... Yeah, can we make one of those maybe? Oh, the resonant flux ducts have EMC too. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and make some of these cryos. Yeah, we definitely are going to need that. And this doesn't have EMC, but these all do. So we can't make these directly, but we can make the parts out of EMC. Yeah, let me go ahead and just craft up a bunch of these. All right, so that took a little bit longer than I was expecting. We already had one of the resonant flux duct that goes in the recipe to make the empty one of these, and only 2 stacks of cryothium per one of those, so I have a little bit of extra stuff for next time. But this is where we are right now, so our dimension builder is inside this monstrosity, and yeah, so we should be able to put our emerald biome in there, hopefully, and things should just work. It looks like we're keeping up with power just fine. And this is supposed to be taking 400,000 per tick. So yeah, the reactor here definitely is providing the power that we need. That's fantastic. So during that time, yeah, it's only used like 2 of those, I guess. And we got 60 more. And obviously, if you eel, we have 3,272 more of those from a long time ago when I queued up far too many of the different fuels that we needed to get through nuclear craft. Well, anyway, it looks like this is just about done. I am very curious to see what this biome will turn, or this dim will turn out to be. All right, so we're all dialed and we are ready to go. I'm going to put that on my hotbar just to make sure. I was looking at the energy bar of the dimension builder. I guess I don't have it here to show like a reference, but anyway, it was kind of like dropping down about here and then going back up, and that thing holds like 1 million or 10 million RF in it. I don't know. Hopefully we're gonna be okay here. So it looks like we're just fine. So we have a complete dimension full of emeralds. Oh, it looks like we also have some orbs that have appeared, but this is all mushroom biome, so there will be no mobs that spawn here, which is great. Yeah, it looks like we have the occasional spheres in here, which I guess isn't really a problem. Interesting. Cool. Well, now that we have this, the next step is to start collecting all of these blocks. Every single one of these has a lot of EMC. I am kind of curious. Let's see if we can vein mine all the way down here. Like, how deep is this, and does it go down to bedrock? So at the very bottom, I don't know if that's dirt down here or if this is an orb. Maybe that's just dirt. So this goes down to Y level 1, and I think we started at Y60. So this thing is gonna provide so much EMC. Oh my goodness. So now that we have the dimension available here, the next step is to start collecting all of this stuff and putting it to use. But guys, we are out of time for the episode for today. Woo! This is awesome. Emerald biome. Yeah, this is going to be real good. So we'll probably move all of our builders that we had collecting the different, like the Fricyon ores. We'll probably move all of those here and do the same thing and just do a grid pattern and do like 4 different sections all at once. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.